So apparently the first two episodes of JJK season 3 got leaked and we're about to watch it. And I am fucking excited. Excuse my French. Actually, you know what? Fuck the French. We're watching JJK. Lock in, boys.
The Jujutsu Kaisen movie is now releasing in Japan, and overnight we were given a load of new information about season 3.
I don't remember this guy right here, bottom left. Forgot his name. So sorry. My apologies to all the people that 5 people that are fans of this guy. I did not think he would have that hair in the manga. You know, I did not think that was true. All right, let's look at some of these images right here. Yuji, goddamn, that's a cool, that's a cool poster. Yuta is just putting in the work. I know everyone who is anime only is gonna be hype as fuck that Yuta is finally gonna be in the anime and not just the JJK movie. But this is pretty cool. And I also heard something really bad that I am really upset about. My man Choso over here, they overplayed how much he got defeated in this fight with Nagato, I think his name is. I think they did him really poorly.
3, which means we now have an exact release date for season 3, down to the day and time. We know how many chapters are covered in this movie. We know what chapter the movie ends on. We know all about what fights have been extended and what the art style is like, and based off the unbelievably incredible clips I've seen, any doubt you've had about the animation of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 should be flushed down the toilet right.
I had a lot of doubts going into this season because if y'all remember during season 2, we had that whole thing with Mappa. We were like, are we going to get the same level of animation? Because it was literally abuse to the Mappa workers. Long hours, treated like shit. I think I got paid more than manga animators, than Mappa animators. So I was kind of worried for season 3, and especially how other main mangas have been happening. Like One Punch Man got done so dirty. So many other like studios have been doing anime so bad, so I was genuinely worried for JJK, but at the same time, I don't think there's another anime that has the level of popularity that JJK has, so it'll always be in good hands.
Right now, because oh my days, this is some of the best work they've made, and considering this is only the first 2 episodes where the fights are pretty minor, you know, compared to the rest of the Culling games, they had absolutely no reason to go as unbelievably hard as they did in these moments. It's actually unreal. I know some people saw the trailers or the teasers and the clips, and because they were cut together kind of weirdly, people decided that the season probably wasn't going to look great and that the animation was a little bit rough, but no, they've gone all in. It's actually ridiculous. Like, there is no way these animators have seen their families in months, because considering the fact a lot of them also worked on Chainsaw Man.
No, they worked on Chainsaw Man! I feel so bad. I think I searched it up. I was actually really curious. I'm like, how much do I keep getting it wrong. Anime animators make, and I think the annual salary is like an average of 30K a year. Now, I don't know, cost of living may be different in Japan, cost of just buying anything like groceries, rent, light bills, and like everything like that, it must be cheaper because that is not enough to live where I live in New York.
And, you know, that movie was peak fiction, so I don't understand how they've managed to do this, but it's incredible, and we're gonna go through absolutely everything I know about it right now. So, in Japan, Season 3, Episode 1 will be releasing on January the 8th, 2026 at 12:26 a.m. on a Thursday.
Alright. I have a theory. Y'all might call me crazy because of what happened in 2024, but I have a theory that 2026 will be the best year for anime in recent history. Dude, if we get JJK, imagine Solo Leveling Season 3 comes out. Imagine Vinland Saga Season 3 comes out. Imagine Chainsaw Man Season 2. Nah, hold on, wait. I know we only got release dates for JJK, and none of those other animes are probably going to come out, but just imagine.
Which means that for the rest of the world, it will actually be coming out on the Wednesday, at least for most places. So it will be 3:26 p.m. GMT Wednesdays, for those of you like me who are in the UK.
Wednesdays? Really? Really? That's an interesting release day of the week. feel like usually they did Thursdays last time.
It will be 10:26 a.m. EST Wednesdays, which I believe is a US time, but obviously I'm not going to cover every time zone, alright? Leave me alone. And it'll be like 9 p.m.-ish Indian time on Wednesdays as well. So yeah, we're not just getting it January 2026, we're getting it early in January 2026. Now, before I get into, like, you know, who the voice actors are for new characters, I'll just talk about what I know about this movie and what's in it. So if you don't want to know anything about it and you want to go watch it for yourself, then stop watching. But basically, it covers
Nah. You guys keep watching this video. I need the watch time to be better, so don't click off this video. Don't you fucking dare click off this video. I'm looking at you right now, all 30 people watching this right now. You better not be clicking off this video right now because I need the watch time so people see my video. Thank you.
Says 138 to 144. Now, obviously, the first half of the movie is just a compilation of Shibuya, so we already know what happens there. But in terms of the new content, it's 138 to 144. And we actually end the movie and episode 2 on the reveal of Tengen. But yeah, in terms of the first 2 episodes, the general summary and order of events seems to be Choso and Yuji talk, then Yuji fights the cursed spirits while Yuta stalks him, which in itself is an anime-only addition. We might get some little flashbacks or like symbolism of Yuji's guilt, which was teased at in the trailer. And then Naoya arrives and starts throwing hands. Well, I say throwing hands, he just beats the crap out of Yuji. And then Yuta obviously pulls up, and then it seems we're gonna do Yuta versus Yuji first, and we're just gonna do the whole thing. That's also extended because they do find themselves in a theater where there seems to be some very symbolic imagery around them, and the lighting also looks incredible in a lot of these shots. There are some moments where it seems like they're actually conversing a bit more. We get this little snippet of Gojo explaining, you know, cursed energy, and which, again, that's like a panel in the manga, but Mappa just had to go out of their way to give him like a full 30 seconds of screen time in this one little explanation, because he's Gojo, duh. And then it seems like we end the Yuta
Dude, Yuta really was like, yeah, I'm so not trying to like hurt Yuji. I'm not trying to kill him. What are you doing in this panel right here? Bro really went all in. I know you had to make it seem like you were killing him, but you could have held back a little bit.
Sequence on Yuta killing Yuji and then Sukuna reacting to that before we cut away to Choso versus Naoya, and then Yuta obviously returning to offer to heal Naoya. Yuji's flashback. We then get the talk at the campfire where Yuji asks Megami about Nobara. They then rendezvous at HQ and go to meet Tengen, and that seems to be where we're ending the movie, which is only like half a chapter off where I estimated episode 2 would end. The only thing we don't have information on currently is actually...
Wait, hold on. I don't know if y'all can see on the camera, but I'm literally getting goosebumps thinking about the Maki transformation. Dude, what is that like? So, the anime is gonna start off with this masterpiece of Yuta versus Yuji and all that fun stuff. Dude, what is it, like episode 4? We're gonna get Maki slaughter and the entire Zenin clan. But is Colin's Games gonna start this season? This season's got to be like 24 episodes like season 1. It's such a long arc because we still got to introduce Hikari and we still got to do the whole Tengen thing. Is it really gonna... Because I remember people online, everyone was saying, oh, the anime for season 3 is probably gonna end when... Oh wait, manga spoilers. When Gojo gets unsealed and he's looking at Sukuna and the other guy. Fuck. What is his name? All right. The guy who took over Geto's body, Kenjaku, and then he says, "Nah, I win." Oh, that's gonna break the internet. People say that's where season 3 will end, and I don't know if I agree with that. They might drag their feet a little bit, depending on how the first 2 episodes go, and like I guess like the first like 5 episodes or like 6 or 7 episodes. We'll see how fast the pace is.
How many episodes are going to be in part 1. Everyone can speculate as much as they want, myself included, but realistically, we don't know. There is no proof of anything, there's no confirmation of anything. Yuta having one voice line that was from Sendai, which had obviously already been recorded and then spliced over a clip in the first 2 episodes, does not confirm that we're ending on Sendai. It's very possible, definitely possible, but no, there's been no confirmation. Now, from the clips I've seen online and what people have been saying, it seems that the animation for these fights is genuinely ridiculous. As we know, there has been a lot of extension, so Yuji versus the Cursed Spirits has been massively extended, and
dude, I can't believe they went crazy on something like this. Like, just him exterminating all the Cursed Spirits. I guess you gotta make... I always have this theory about any show. Episode 1 of any season has to be peak, because you gotta bring viewer back in, so... I can see why they went crazy.
Even in those minor fights, the animation looks absolutely insane. Something I do want to point out is that from the initial trailer and teasers that we saw, a lot of detail to the art has actually been added. So like we speculated, what we saw in the teaser trailer was not the final product. So there are a lot of shots now we're seeing where there's a lot more detail, and the art genuinely looks like it might be the best it's ever been in Jujutsu Kaisen. It's incredible. We now have some images and footage of Naoya pulling up to confront Yuji and Choso, and then also Yuta's appearance as well, where, you know, like Choso, Yuji, and Naoya all shit themselves. We haven't seen much more of Yuji vs Yuta besides what's actually been shown in the teasers, but we've seen a fair bit. And then the main talking point and the main stuff being shared online by everyone is Choso vs Naoya, because oh my days, bro, Mappa have to be raging misogynists. They have to genuinely despise women the way that they're treating Naoya, because he has no right to look that unbelievably cool. During his introduction in the ZNH Clue, there's actually an anime-only scene where they made Maki's mum go down and like tie Naoya's laces for him, which is, yeah, Mappa, like, they might actually just hate women. I don't. But both Choso and Naoya are majestic in that fight. I can't lie, I caved and watched the clips that were there, which is like almost the whole fight. And not only do they massively extend it, but everything is just way more grand. Like, it's on a much larger scale than it is in the manga. It looks genuinely incredible. The motion is so unbelievably fluid. They've both got hella aura, but like Naoya, when he's punching Choso and just beating the crap out of him, wow, bro, he was not doing all that in the manga. Like, not the way he was in the anime. The clip I've seen is genuinely ridiculous. It is, I can't believe it.
With all the clips that he's showing, I haven't seen Choso land a single punch. Are we cooked? Was I right? Did we treat Choso this poorly? Actually, I don't think Choso has a win. Oh, he will. Choso will have a win in season 3, but I think it's only one for the rest of the series. Choso doesn't really do anything else. Sorry, Choso fans.
And Naoya is actually going to be voiced by Koji Yusa, who is Gin Ichimaru from Bleach. And when you think about it, like, that is so perfect, bro. I'm just thinking about Naoya next to Gin, and even though they're very different characters, they both start off like, I mean, Naoya ends very ratty, but they also do both start off very ratty, and they've got the same kind of like annoying demeanor. It's great. That's perfect casting. But yeah, that fight kind of seems to be the highlight. We've seen some incredibly aura-filled images of Yuta pulling up and Naoya on his knees, you know, when Yuta's like, shall I heal you, Naoya? And I have to say, Yuta looks way better in Season 3 than the ugly mug that they gave him in Season 2, and also compared to the manga. Like, it does seem the art is just way better. And another character whose design has changed a little bit for the better is Yuki Tsukumo, because goddamn, bro, what the hell? Bro, that one...
Yo, calm down. Calm down. I am excited to see some of Yuki. I think they're gonna do her fight with Kenjaku really well. I think that's gonna be one of the best animated fights of the season. All right, let's think about it. What fights are we gonna get? Obviously, Maki Slaughter in the clan. The whole thing with Tengen, Hikari versus Yuji initially. That's probably gonna be. Are they gonna go crazy with that? That's my thing. This arc has a lot of like small, like one-off fights, like this Yuji versus Yuta fight. It seems like they're going crazy for every single thing, because like it or not, JJK is all about the fights, and that's what brings the viewers in. It's okay story, but they're probably going to go crazy on every single fight, so I wouldn't be surprised if even like Hikari versus Yuji is going to be peak animation.
One fight she's going to get in Season 3 is genuinely going to change lives, because holy hell, she looks incredible here. But yeah, we also know that Tengen's Japanese voice actor is Hoshiko Sakibara, who is actually the JJK narrator in the sub. And Kaori Itadori's Japanese voice actor is Megami Hayashibara, who is Faye in Cowboy Bebop, Rei in Evangelion, Jessie in Pokemon, and Hello Kitty. Jin Itadori's Japanese voice actor is Toshiyuki Toyonaga, and I don't actually know any of the characters that he plays, but
Hell if I do, dude.
But I'm sure some of you guys will, so I'll leave it on screen. There has been some rumors that I've heard that Higuruma's voice actor is actually going to be played by the same voice actor as Light Yagami, which, damn, that's actually dope, but I can't confirm that. I've just heard that from someone who I do not trust for shit, so I don't know. Beyond that, we don't know much, but if I find out any more information, I will let you know. But what I do want to really reassure you guys about is that JJK Season 3 is looking incredible. Any doubts you had about animation or quality, just push them out of your mind right now, because from what I've seen, that is just not going to be the case. It's going to look incredible. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If I get any
WVid, let me know in the comments, guys, if you guys are hype for JJK Season 3, because I really am. Show this guy some love, subscribe, and subscribe and like this video if you're new. We're trying to get to 1 million subscribers, and we're only like 5 away. So, love you guys. Have a good day. Peace.